Bushra for me chame we see chame nya do mama kwaba e de ba Match TV Africa so edi ameje so ene olumamba akwesi kese nana kwa mi bedi ako Cheddar me kire kwankyerefo penyi osaye danuni esaye frankatuni e de ema the new force no emprempre ameka say papa yi akopie mu e wa bato komisa dwuso na no pai e na one ne dom kopie mu wo hono ekofa enkrata sabe ameka say de ne papa no akwakofa nomination for me kire enkrata mfiempinu ene aduonu nan me kire December boso me de toso enso ne o fele enkrata ne se be ya obetumi aba abato nwoma ne so na kire se Ghana fo tumi ato aba no e de amano nti video ne da so no abra one ne dom kopie mu e abato komisa no e na uhu se video no etwagu ne one she fita no na ne dom no me kire ne bambofo no enso eka no ho na mobowura abato komisa dwuso hokofa enkrata no na okofa enkrata ne ba ensentrofo en twetwe nkomo pi bisebisa na nsemba ko anambinu a kire amadwen eso eneyi wafri simpi ni apa de nya no abran yenko ne yenkotie said ye wo cheche ni nsemu fai.
Actually decided to come myself. You know, you need to actually get a code and go and access the form, but I'm very excited to get the forms and start the process. And I want to say thank you to all the media teams. You've been very graceful and supportive in following me in places that I go and all of that. I think it's interesting times are coming. This election will be very interesting. I'm probably an independent leader for the new force, but I feel like it's not about the independence at this moment. Enya no pe ebi ameka twi nso kakra say enya no pe ene ade a mehwe na mum no mehwe say eni daso bi a efree ya dwempa bi enti a ama ye ka say ye kwa kodi sa tibia we so abeye edikanfo e wo man mu nti eno ayade a ye hwe so pa at mamrena so.
Okay, so one thing that became a concern, probably not to some of you, but to some of your colleagues who are seeking to also contest this election. When the Electoral Commission came up with the filing fee, the amount or the cost of the filing fee, the 100,000 for the presidential aspirant or candidate, it was greeted with a lot of concern, saying that it is too much, it is hindering, they are using money to cripple some people from, taking up leadership roles. What's your bite on that?
I mean, we should accept and understand that politics in Africa, especially in our country, has become extremely expensive. And it will take a new phase of generations to let the money come out of it and let the true leadership prevail itself. So for me, I think it's going to be a hit. And people that are ready to go in to really make a change should find whatever possible means to be able to pay for this form. It's a form that is more expensive than your passport. I don't know whether it's going to England or heaven, but it's quite expensive. And like I said, we need to accept that politics has become expensive. We should find a way to make it economical.
Okay. Right, so picking the form means officially we should expect you launching your policy document or maybe kickstart your campaign. When should we expect these two important activities?
Absolutely, very good question. All of that is coming, and I wanted to say to Ghanaians, thank you very much for your patience. I want to say to you that a true policy is not easy to put together. And of course, I'm not going to come out with anything cut and paste like we've seen in the past, which is full of promises that hasn't been implemented. I think manifesto should be implemented. It shouldn't be an album or a true storybook that enlightens your mind but takes away your hope. We are bringing a developmental agenda, and the policies in there would actually benefit the youth of this country, the women and men of this country, and how to create a workforce, a new labor force, to change the country's economy and its developmental agenda. This is probably part of the elements and things that you need to develop a nation or build a nation.
Finally, on my part, I think initially you had wanted to form a political party, and you've not been able to be granted that license to enable you carry through with your vision of forming a political party. Now you are going to contest as independent presidential candidate, while a party like PNP has been given the provisional certificate to go ahead. You started the process long before they put in their request, but it seems they have, their request has yielded some kind of impact. How do you feel about the whole thing? You've been denied the opportunity to have your own political party.
Well, first of all, I don't think I've been denied. I think I've been delayed. But one thing I also believe is that destiny can be delayed, but it can't be denied. And that's why I'm standing here today talking about my independent candidative moment. I think we shouldn't let the party or the independents determine what we're going to implement and what we're going to change in this political narrative and principles of this country that would build a better nation for us. I think it should be the drive, the passion, the vision, to make a change. And we should look at this more as a revolutionary movement than a political party. Although the Constitution speaks about having a party to become a part of a government, but it also gives you a chance that you can independently become a part of that. So that 9 months delay, when it was supposed to be 7 days of hearing back from them, they still came back giving me the provisional license. But 9 months was such a long time that I couldn't use the rest of the 3 months to say that I am going to form that same party. And for that reason, I want to rest assure Ghanaians that I am very, very confident and I'm very, very content that Ghanaians giving me this opportunity it suppresses the fact that I am standing as an independent candidate. But you count the most. You are more important for me. Without you, I don't think my purpose and my vision will become a reality. So I look at the people, I look at the nation, I look at what they need, what they want, and how I can be a help of that, how I can contribute to that. And that alone gives me hope.